Well, the GOP primary race is in full swing, and these presidential hopefuls have already made their individual fashion statements. Some say Mitt Romney dresses maybe a little too rich, and others call for Rick Santorum to lose those dad vests. Well, we called in Styleauteur founder Lauren Rothman today to share her thoughts about their wardrobe selection. Hi, Lauren. Great to see you. Wow, so let's dish. I don't know where to start.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, Mitt Romney appearing in jeans, and you've heard of the mom jeans. Some are saying he's wearing dad jeans. What do you think?
You know, I think that his look when he's casual, it's not as authentic as when we sort of see that businessman up at the podium. He's really trying to approach the sort of town hall meet and greet type of situations and show off his more casual self. So here we have him. I mean, that's a nice shirt. That's actually a crisp look.
And open at the collar.
Open at the collar, so casual. Sometimes we'll see him with the rolled sleeves, but you know, I think what really wins the combination here is his wife. Anne helps bring him down a little bit, appear a little more casual when he's got, these actually look like, these jeans aren't too bad. I've seen him in some acid wash jeans before, which I've got to say, those need to go.
So is this a guy who maybe feels a little more comfortable in the business suit?
Absolutely, absolutely. I think he definitely feels more comfortable. I think he appears more confident. He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
He's got that presence that we are certainly looking for when we're out there and sort of looking at the podium and saying, who could possibly be the whole package here? Yeah. I think he's got that look, but when it comes to casual, I wouldn't mind throwing a pair of dark jeans on him.
No. Well, this is a guy who, you know, he came from an elite background.
That's right.
He is a multimillionaire, and he had the important education, and he probably would be more comfortable maybe in khakis or chinos as opposed to jeans. Do you think that would be a better look for him?
I think you're absolutely right. Yes, because I think that the jeans, they just sometimes appear like you're trying a little too hard. He probably would do really well. And just like a nice pair of iron-free, like wrinkle-free khakis.
Okay. All right, let's move on to Rick Santorum, and there's been a lot of talk about the vest. Yeah.
I recently caught him in a sweater vest
choice?
with his windbreaker on top.
Oh.
And I've got to say, yeah, you got to be careful. I mean, he's definitely trying to add to his campaign value. They're always monogrammed with his name and the election and that sort of thing. But I think it ages him, and on some level, I do think that's calculated. I think he is trying to look a little bit older and fit in because he is the youngest candidate.
Well, sweaters are a casual look. I'm wondering, do you think he had some help from a stylist on picking this as his signature look?
I hope not.
So he chose this all on his own, huh?
I think he did, and I think for him, again, what we're looking for, what these candidates are looking for when they're at those town hall meetings, when they're out there campaigning, hitting the trail, they're looking to be casual. They're looking to be accessible to iron mill workers, to the everyday blue-collar worker, and he is definitely trying to do that with the sweater vest look.
And he stays sort of in an earth tone palette with them, too. You know, I think he has blue, navy blue, maybe gray.
Brown,
brown.
Which you've got to be careful. That can always be a frumpy color. Sometimes his bangs will come out a little bit. Like his hair will be a little unkempt. So we'll see that a lot on the campaign trail with him.
Now, when he does get all dressed up, and we see him on stage in the debates, the dark suit and blue tie, almost channeling a little Mitt Romney.
Absolutely. I think 2 debates ago, the South Carolina debate, we definitely saw him. He was a mini Mitt Romney. And then at this most recent debate, he didn't quite succeed the same way. I don't think he had that same slick look right here, although he does have really great skin. So I have to say, I think they've got a great makeup artist back there.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll keep this video up because I want to point out Newt Gingrich's. Look at the color of his shirt. It's sort of like a yellowish,
I have to say, this is
out the sea of the white, crisp white shirts.
This is my least favorite color, and this is an ecru. And I have to say, so many of my clients have this shirt hanging in their closet, and I'm always trying to either let it go, toss it, or throw it all the way to the back. It is the quintessential. I mean, even compared to Ron Paul, you see his shirt is really that bright white. But that ecru, it brings out the yellow, the sallowness in the skin. But again, a lot of men like this color because it matches everything. That is probably the most popular comment I hear, Lauren. I've got to have this. It works with sport coats, it works with suits, but let me tell you, it should not be on a full-scale national presence at a debate.
No. And the other thing is you're pairing it with a guy that has silver hair.
Right.
So you've got this white, silver white going with,
absolutely.
Speaking
about hair.
Have you noticed how shiny it's gotten lately?
I think these guys have Moroccan oil in their hair. I mean, there's a little something going on back there. There's some talented makeup and hair people? Absolutely. I mean, it'd be silly to think that these guys are not getting their hair blow dried, because they are. They're getting their hair styled. Hair mascara is prevalent. That just adds a little bit of color where we might want to cover up some white. I mean, I use it all the time. It's in my kit. I know it's back there. And there's no doubt that there is some nice, TV appropriate makeup going on, but the sheen on the hair, very slick, sometimes overdone. I thought Mitt Romney actually looked very shiny this last debate.
Okay, especially under the lights.
Right.
Let's move to President Obama. He had his moment last night with the State of the Union.
He did. I thought he looked great. I thought he looked great. I loved the red tie. A good knot. I love a great solid knot. This is a Windsor, half Windsor. And I think it's nice. It's got a good presence. And there was actually a sea of color last night, which was nice in the audience. You saw a lot of women wearing a pop of color. There was like pink and green and yellow. Usually we see mostly red. And so it was nice to just sort of get that sea of color going on. And Michelle Obama, she stood out. She looked beautiful in Barbara Fink dress. I mean, nice, great blue color, like a nice royal blue with an Alexis Bitar pin, which made it unique, made it different. So very beautiful. I thought she looked great.
All right, so the bottom line here is you got to be authentic with your dressing if you're heading on the campaign
And hey,
trail.
there's some competition out there.
Yeah.
So these guys, they're going to be up against Mrs. O, Mr. O. They got to step it up a little bit.
And you will be watching throughout the
will.
election season. Lauren Rothman, thanks so much for stopping by today.
Thanks.
That was fun.